Welcome back to the second half of the Bobby Dupre Show. And of course, I forgot to introduce my sidekick here, Mr. Andrew Gitros.
You got me the first half, but I had got a promotion. You called me your friend.
Oh,
instead of sidekick.
Sometimes when we leave here, I bet people are not sure whether if we're friends or not.
We get at each other.
But it's all in fun, and y'all keep telling us it's interesting and it's fun to watch. And we just sit here and don't think we've ever changed any wording or any portion of a program. I know
it's hard to believe this wasn't all scripted.
I wonder if they showed the new ad that Nathan Granger has purchased here, and with Jake Delhomme speaking favorably for Nathan.
Very good ad.
They're friends and all. Very good ad. I want to compliment Jake Delhomme on how advanced he is in his speech, his talking ability.
In front of that camera.
In front of that camera. That cameras are different. He's a very friendly guy, but on the camera, it kind of gives you a little jitter. But, you know, he's had 300-pound men tackling him from all areas.
He's been under pressure.
He knows a little bit about pressure. But good morning to you, Jake. And we are happy that we're able to run this ad hopefully benefiting Nathan Granger, who is senatorial candidate, and that election is not in March, it's February 19th, and today is the 10th, Thursday is the 10th. So we're only talking about a month and a few.
That's the seat formerly held by Nick Gautreaux.
That's correct.
Southern St. Landry Parish.
It's Southern St. Landry, a portion of Lafayette, all of Vermilion, and a portion of Acadia. It's a big area, but it's a big man that's seeking that position.
Benny's Supermarket. Man, let me tell you, I went last Thursday with the ice storm that was coming. I went hurry up and get me some groceries over there. The people, they was tick like that. I mean, you couldn't hardly get in the store with the people, and the shelves were not bare. Because Mr. Benny said we knew what was going on. We knew what was going to happen.
Kind of like when the storm comes. And it was a storm. It was a nice storm.
That's correct. They were way heavily stocked, so I got everything I needed. I saw David Lincoln there getting his groceries, grabbing some things to go to the Biloxi trip. Everybody was loading up their groceries, and they put a brand new imported beer cooler at Benny's right now. If you like imported beers, maybe you like imported non-alcoholic beers like Buckler.
Yeah,
from the Heineken Company.
That's what we bought you.
We learned something new this weekend.
That's right.
That's some good stuff.
Buckler.
Go by there. That new cooler, it's not finished yet, but it's got the beer already in. He's still dolling it up. I'm going to show some pictures once he gets it finished. But the produce section, 7 days a week, the deli is great. Maybe you're like me, you're watching, you wait right now. So I'll go there and I'll pick up that big old chef salad that they have with the dressings already done. You don't have to wait in line in the deli. The deli's there 7 days a week with whatever you want, plate dinners. But the salads are pre-made, nice and cool in that cooler right there. They put it together that morning. You run at lunchtime, grab that, go home. Got meat in it too, some ham, some turkey. Good eating. Miss Mary's gift shop is there if you need some last-minute gift ideas. And Little Benny Sports Shack for those of you who work out, get in shape. And I saw Little Benny was there. He was pumped up. I mean, he stays in shape.
Local Zydeco artist, Chubby Carrier.
Yes, sir.
I have a picture of one of Chubby Carrier when he first started, autographed by Chubby Carrier. That might be worth some money. One day.
After he wins that Grammy.
He's been nominated for a Grammy. We want to wish him well. And that's going to take place the 53rd annual Grammy Awards. And, of course, due to Terrence and his wife, Terrence Simeon and his wife, Cynthia, it's now a category for the Zydeco and the Cajun French music. And so we have several of our friends that are nominated. But I had to mention Chubby because I remember him so well when he first started. And all he's done is really grown. He plays most of his gigs out of state and out of the country. But he loves to come home and entertain his friends with the new music style that he's developed over the years.
Yep.
Good luck to you.
The genealogy, Imperial St. Landry Genealogical and Historical Society will meet this Saturday, 10 a.m., February 12th, at the Opelousas General Hospital South Campus. That's the old doctor's hospital. They have coffee and refreshments beginning at 9:30. The speaker at 10 a.m. is going to be the president, Miss Estelle Perrault, Bobby Dupre's old teacher.
Science 101, Chemistry 101.
There you go.
And next to me, my working partner, you know, you work in in a team there was none other than Al Richard, the pharmacist on the west end of Thrifty Way on the west end.
So all you had to do was let him
Opelousas.
do the work. He knew the chemistry.
Well, he was studying hard. I was coasting right there.
But Miss Estelle will be talking about.
But she still gave me an A. I mean, you know.
Well, you did well. Well, good. She'll be going over the do's and don'ts of genealogical research. You know, it's intimidating. You don't know where to start. You know your papa, you know your mama, you don't know much else. Go to the meetings. They'll teach you how to do genealogy. It's Estelle Perrault. You can reach her at 942-3332.
I spoke about Tyron Picard last week. We had attended a function together and a fundraiser over at Ron Foreman's lovely home in New Orleans. And I forgot to mention that he just formed the Picard Group, LLC. They're going to focus on state and federal governmental affairs, lobbying, and business consulting. So he's teamed up with some real high-powered firms, and of course, he's pretty darn high-powered himself.
Yes, sir.
He's gained a lot of experience where he formerly worked governmental affairs for the Acadian ambulance companies. Good luck to you. And of course, I picked that his father-in-law is none other than James Guglielmo Goog.
That's right. I always forget that.
You forgot that, huh? Okay.
Here we go. Opelousas General System is going to have a free heart monitoring event Wednesday, February 23rd, excuse me, Wednesday, February 23rd, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. right there at the CIS Opelousas Clinic. That's the Cardio Institute of the South and OGH. They'll do ultrasound screenings for artery disease, abdominal disease, sleep screenings, nutrition, wellness education, and heart ultrasounds. Go by. To reserve a spot, 942-3006. Free heart screening.
The 5th annual OGH Foundation Open will be held on Monday, March 28th, 2011, 1 p.m. shotgun start. We'll come back. It's way early, but just to kind of put you golfers on notice, mark that down, March 28th. And of course, it's sponsored by the OGH Foundation and LHC Group again.
Now, don't forget, part of the foundation, they use the monies found there to help fund scholarships. If you're interested in being in the medical profession, maybe you want to be a nurse, an EMT, that type of thing, they've got scholarships available for you at LSU, LSUE, LSUA, UL Lafayette, T.H. Harris. You got to be a resident of St. Leonard Parish. They will hook you up. Go to the opelousasgeneral.com website by April the 12th.
We are taping like we try to do each week at about 9:30 on a Wednesday morning for the Thursday program. Kind of warm today, should be in the mid to high 20s Thursday morning if the weather prediction comes through. And that's going to be good for both Thursday and Friday. Real cold days, and then it should start warming up a little, and we might even have some spring-like days in the near future. How about that? And in fact, we're going to have a picture that, let's show a few pictures.
Let's show some pictures. I'm ready. How about this lady and this young lady?
This lady right here. What did you do with my...
what did I do?
Yeah, well, I have to blame somebody. Can't blame myself. The lady on the left is Shirley Rideau Arsenault. Shirley Rideau was the first black person that I hired in an office type job. I had others that I hired to help us at the pecan shed and work for me on my little farm I had back then. But she was my first secretary, and to my knowledge, she was one of the very first to have a secretarial job in Opelousas in the late 60s, early 70s.
This is when integration was just starting
out. And she worked for us several years, and she said, be sure to tell Miss Frances Darbone, who was our inside boss, hello. She said, we had such a good time, and tell your cousin Nick Dupre, she worked with Nick. She said he used to drive a school bus, but he'd come and go between school bus routes. And
I haven't seen Nick in years.
As she spoke, I kept thinking more about where I knew this lady well from. And I said, yeah, I know where you used to live when you going out from the airport road right after you get onto the Ville Platte Highway. Your home was sitting back probably 300 or 400 yards. It was a white frame house. She says, I still own that house right there. And I says, I'm going to go one step further, because the young lady on the side of it is her daughter, Allison.
Brilliant.
And she was just hard to believe that I remembered so much about her. And I said,
40 years later.
You went to work for South Central Bell in Houston, Texas. They called me to get a reference. And I said, I found out late, I guess you probably let us know that you had gotten the job. So it's funny how so much came back, and a good visit. And her daughter, Allison, is 31, beautiful young girl. And it was just a beautiful visit. So to everybody, all her relatives from that Plaisance area and all, she wanted me to make sure good morning to all of you, and good morning, of course, to Shirley and Allison.
And then you talked about no icicles last week on the show, that we don't see icicles no more. There was plenty to see. You couldn't get off your porch without seeing icicles on your barbecue pit.
That's on my barbecue pit right there.
When I shot a picture, I don't have it on the air, but I shot one that must have been 1.5 foot long icicle on the back of the office.
And this is on our trip to Biloxi, Gulfport. We try to visit a few friends of Jim and Babs Lopez. And this particular person on the right in the long jacket there is Mr. Gail Culp. And that is a excellently restored 31 Ford Model A. Man. And that car has been in his family. His father bought it in 1935. So it was 4 years old when his daddy bought it. So it was it's a prize. I mean, he can bring it to any show.
And the best ones are like that. The best ones seem like if they stay with the family, they get taken care of.
Well, that's right. Somebody always had an intention of restoring that car one day. And of course, Gail he is restoring a boat right now, and a Jeep. Ooh, look, there's a Jeep he's restoring, and it's going to, I'm sure, come out just as good as this 31. And these are some friends that we met in the lobby of the Beau Rivage Casino Hotel in Biloxi. The young lady, of course, is Paulette, and her husband is Pat Santamo. And Paulette worked at one time for Jim Lopez's firm for a while, but worked a long time for the Pat Morrow firm. And Pat Santamo, her husband, works for the Knight Oil Tool Company, the big tool company located in Broussard. And I said, they have a big hunting spread in Baudelainville. He says, yeah, I've been there. He said, you are correct. It is a big one. And then Saturday night, we located a little place in Ocean Spring, Kenny Ward's Restaurant. And just the food, the menu is unbelievable. There's hardly anything you're going to get at any huge...
Grilled oysters were excellent.
Everything.
You and Miss Vicky, I see on the right, Jim Lopez and his wife Babs. In the back there is David Link and his wife Julie. And on the back left is me and Sabrina, and you and Miss Vicky in the front left.
And then the next picture, I think it's Jim Lopez and Miss Wendy, our waitress, and a picture of myself. And I want to mention that she emailed...
KSLO will see another side of 3.
She emailed us some more information on how to get in touch with them, the proper phone number and all, to make reservations. So if you're going over there and you don't want to eat all of your meals in the hotel. You want to get away and just kind of feel like a civilian again. And
that little area is a great spot. They got little places with music up and down the strip.
It's unreal how many places